Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles.
Gilmer's calm is shattered as Don Burrows goes high in the air to intercept on the 2. Burrows battles back upfield to his own 35. Norman Van Brocklin goes right to work as he gets the Ram attack rolling with a pass to Bob Boyd, good for 19 yards. Van Brocklin keeps the Lions loose as he hands off to Ron Waller. Waller cuts inside right in and wheels to the Detroit 19. Detroit won't budge beyond its own 7, and Les Richter attempts a field goal from a bad angle. He makes it, and now
The Ramilia Sports Report is now live.
What is up, my Ramilia fans of the defending NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams? I hope everyone's having a great Saturday night. It's less than 24 hours before game day, before the Rams put a belt to the ass of the Detroit Lions at SoFi. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday night. And I just got paid. No, I didn't. I just got off of work a little while ago. Sorry for the delay. I was going to come in earlier. I told Stockton I'm going to be out in 5 minutes, and I didn't make it because I had to get ready for work. So, hope everyone's having a great Saturday. We're ready for tomorrow. The Rams beat the Lions the first time they played when they traded Stafford. The Detroit Lions traded Stafford. They mutually agreed to trade Stafford to the Rams. The Rams traded Goff to the Lions. In the first meeting, the Rams won. The next meeting, the Rams lost by a field goal. Okay, it was a close game. Close games both times. And then in the meeting after that, Goff won. So it's 1-1. And then the last one, the Detroit Lions won in overtime. So we owe them. But they were close games, except for the first game the Rams won, I think by 9 points. Almost 2 scores, but yeah. So the Rams were the Rams in the matchups between the Rams and the Detroit Lions. Since Goff and Stafford have been traded, the Rams took the first one, and then this next 2 they were close games. One went to overtime, and the Rams lost by a field goal. They've been close games, but the main thing is since the Rams and traded Jared Goff and the Rams got Stafford, the Rams have won a Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions have not still. They're still ringless since the trade. Also, too, the Rams have retooled and rebuilt, and the Rams are now favored to win the Super Bowl. And so I think the Rams won that trade. So, but yeah, they've won a couple of regular season games, close games. But I think we're really going to take it to them tomorrow. We kind of learned our lesson with the Panthers game, and so now everyone's going to get a belt to the ass when the Rams play them. So I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. But the running game, for the Detroit Lions is really good. So we just have to look out for that. As long as we're doing what we need to do, then we're fine. Remember, the only team that can beat us is us. If we have turnovers, if we have stupid plays, if we're dropping balls, tipping balls up, balls going off guys' helmets. Our kicker getting kicks blocked. Remember, if our kicker, and I'm not going to blame it all on him, but if he could just make his kicks, we'd be undefeated right now. That is what it is, man. So, that is what it is. Any team can say coulda, woulda, shoulda, but honestly, if Playboy Cardi was his old self, we would be undefeated. Even though the Colts game, the guy coughed it up in the end zone, that's his fault. He didn't execute. And so anyway, here we are here. Here's Matthew Stafford saying, good job, sons. We're going to take a bout to the ass tomorrow. Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. Props to Jared Goff. And Jared Goff even said he's tired of hearing about it. He's tired of hearing, all this again, because he wants to move on already. And I know it hurt him when the Rams traded him. And Sean McVay even said that he wished he would have handled it differently for the next time, but it's water under the bridge. But listen, Goff was making the same mistakes that over and over again. He hit a plateau where he wasn't improving, and it wasn't just that. Aaron Donald's contract was coming up. Big Witt's contract was coming up. So we had Matthew Stafford became available. Kyle Shanahan, they were all in Cabo. Kyle Shanahan was looking at film for Stafford, and so the Rams struck when the iron's hot, and they had Stan Kroenke, and Stan Kroenke said, "You got my checkbook. Do what you need to do, Les," and Les made it happen. And the rest is history, and not just for the Rams and the Detroit Lions franchises. It also affected the Santa Clara Niners, because if the Rams didn't get Matthew Stafford, maybe they would have, and they probably would have won maybe a couple of Super Bowls with that loaded roster. Arguably for a couple years there, 2019, 2020. One of the most deepest rosters in San Francisco. Imagine if they had Matthew Stafford, Matthew Stafford, at their play caller. So it changed the trajectory of each of the franchises. It put Sean McVay as the youngest Super Bowl winning coach. It also put Matthew Stafford on the map as far as being able to win big games and show his skill set in the on prime time. Who else does a no-look pass in the Super Bowl on the game-winning drive except for Glock 9 Matthew Stafford? And the Niners still haven't won a Super Bowl. I said this before. If the Niners would have gotten Matthew Stafford, I would have been pissed and I would have sleepless nights. Now I sleep like a baby with Brock Purdy, Brock Dirty, noodle-armed Purdy, Trey Lance before that, Jimmy Garoppolo before that. I don't even care who they have at quarterback. None of the Mac and Cheese Jones, none of those guys scare you. Matthew Stafford is an all-time great. Imagine him with Debo in his prime and Ayuk when he wasn't acting like a diva. Jennings in his first couple of years. The professionalism instead of the diva-ness in Santa Clara. And so that trade not only changed the trajectory and the outlook of three different franchises of the Rams, it changed the outlook for three different franchises, I should say. It didn't just change it for the Rams. The Rams became Super Bowl champions. They're back. They're on the map. Now they're retooling. They're trying to win it again. The Niners still have it. They're still searching for a quarterback. Brock Purdy, his backup, comes in, plays better than he was playing. They're deciding if Mac and Jones is going to get traded or should they keep him because Brock Purdy can't stay healthy. And the Lions, they had a year where they had home field advantage and then they still couldn't win. They lost. And then they went to San Francisco. They were putting a belt to the ass of the Niners and then they couldn't hold it. And so now they're kind of trying to figure out, they're kind of retooling as well. So the Lions are still ringless since the trade. And so, the Rams have won that trade, but it changed the trajectory of not just the Rams franchise and the Lions franchise, but it also changed the trajectory of the Niners. Imagine how much better Kyle Shanahan could sleep at night having a Matthew Stafford as a signal caller. But anyway, let's get into the chat. I appreciate you guys coming in. Tonight is your night, bro. Tonight is your night, bro. Roberto says, "Bang bang escalator gang." How you doing? Willie Bowen says, "San Francisco Vagina gang." Doc says, "I'm nervous for tomorrow for some reason." It's okay. No, I'm not. I'm not nervous. The Lions have a good offense. They have a great running back. The decent pass rusher. You got to watch out for Hutchinson. I'm not. We're going to pick them apart. Kyrie Williams is going to have a big game. Puka's going to have a big game. Yeah, she said, "Let's go, Old Man Rivers." Yes, so Phillip Rivers has been He's been already said to be the starter for the Colts, sign of the cross, and good luck to you. That defense is no slouch in Seattle. But also Rivers hasn't played in a while, but he just has to not turn the ball over. He's fresh because he hasn't played. He's not in game shape for sure, but he can the adrenaline's going to get you going. Make some passes. Keep the ball, keep the chains moving. They got that great running back, and so we'll see what happens. It's going to be a good game. And also, Sam Darnold isn't a quarterback that's not afraid of mounting down, especially against the Rams. But yeah, we can hope. And this is what I'm looking forward to and hoping. Hopefully the Colts can nip the Seahawks. We beat the Lions. And then the Niners are gonna beat the Titans. They got a couple of they got a couple of weak teams that are beat up, and then hopefully the Bears beat the Niners, or the Seahawks will beat the Niners. The Rams will win by a game. Jimmy Garoppolo can play the last game. We can rest everybody. We'll see what happens. Willie Bone says, "Let's go, LA Rams, horns up." Yes, indeed, horns up. Love it, love it, love it. My guy OG, Willie Bone. Hope everything's going great with your health, Willie. I hope everything's going good, man. Soccer says, rumor already started about Burrow to LA. I seen it everywhere. I seen him to LA. I seen him in San Francisco. My guy Grant Cohn was saying, Burrow to San Francisco. What could basically, can the Niners get Burrow? Let him have Burrow. He's injury prone. He fits perfectly over there. Imagine with that offensive line, he'd probably last 3 games. Joe says, what up, what up, what up? Ramstedo's in the house. Hello, chat. Rudy, let's go. Let's get it, Rudy. Let's get it, local. Appreciate you, brother. Mr. Magnolia says, Glock Purdy, banger. Burrow Stover says, good evening, Rudy. Ready for our Rams. Yes, indeed. Love it, love it. Willie Boy says, Croc Purdy. That's one thing that Stafford cannot be, they call Stafford Glock 9 because he's got the cannon arm, the arm angles, throw any pass. Brock Purdy can't. So it's funny when you say Glock Purdy because Mac Jones has a better arm than Brock Purdy, but he's not that kind of quarterback. It's not his fault, but it's okay. Let's see. Let's get off to a quick clip of the man who's going to have a big game tomorrow, Puka Nacua. He always does against the Lions. Brock Purdy, Puka Nacua, on his historic start to his NFL career.
Nacua just smashed a PFF record. He delivered the highest graded game by a wide receiver in PFF history with a 97.4 receiving grade, a performance that only adds to what's becoming a dominant start to his career. And it isn't just one big game. This season, Puka is the highest graded wide receiver in the NFL against both man and zone coverage, showing it does not matter what defense you throw at him. Since entering the league, Nacua ranks first in receiving grade, produced explosive receptions, and yards per route run. Is Puka Nacua the best wide receiver in football?
The guy's amazing, man. It went from Super Cup to Super Nacua. Man, the guy's taking his place already in the Rams' historic legacy of great wide receivers, man. Crazy Leg Hirsch, Jack Snow, on and on and on, man. Billy Waddy, Preston Dennard, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Flipper Anderson, on and on and on, man. Super Cup, just he's taking his place, and he's got a lot more to go. So we're ready to roll, baby. Puka Nacua. Just don't give him a camera in the locker room. Hammer says, "What's up, Rudy? What's up, Ramelia? Go Rams! Our team is strong. We can only beat ourselves. No prisoners." Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're still figuring things out with Witherspoon back in the fold. Forbes went out for a few games and then he regressed back. And then now we're trying to fit in Akilla Witherspoon, who was our best corner before he went out. But these guys got some time to play without him. And so now we're kind of figuring out what combination works. So But by the time the playoff, like, remember I told you guys, we could easily be undefeated if our kicker didn't have some kicks blocked. The Niner game, 2 block kicks, the extra point in the Niner game, 2 block kicks against the Eagles. We would have won those games. We'd be undefeated. Well, we got this last loss, so let's forget that. Forget about undefeated. We would have had the Panthers loss. We would be one game. I forgot about that. I try to block that out. We'd be the one loss, but didn't happen. Maybe the great Ram in the sky was telling us, you know what, you should change that kicker. He showed us, and then Sean McVay, Les Snead, got the thicker kicker in there, and he's doing his thing. So I like Cardi, man. I wish he kicked some big kicks for us against Seattle last year. I really liked him. He was a good kicker. He was doing the squib kicks on the punts. All of a sudden, that's what happens, man. You stop doing the job. Sean McVay don't mess around. Ask Ernest Jones. For whatever reason, they got rid of him. If you're not doing your job, you're out of here. So Allen Robinson, ask him. Love it. You love it. Appreciate it. Joe says Burrow to the Rams can happen also, but it's a long shot. Think the Rams looking forward to a pick then. I believe Jimmy Garoppolo will step in. It's just my opinion. Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo's been a starter. Now, he would be the plan B, plan C. But I'm going to say it like this. Jimmy Garoppolo can do like a Mac Jones. Don't turn the ball over. Get rid of the ball quick. Don't do nothing. You don't have to make the play on. You don't have to make the greatest play ever on that one play. Lift to play another down. He can have success like Mac Jones did when he came in, running the Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay type of offense. Except we have a better offensive line, except for Trent Williams is a stalwart. But Alaric Jackson at this point in his career is very comparable to the production of a Trent Williams, of an older Trent Williams, even better at times. Because Trent Williams, there's been some times where he's given him some sacks. Alaric Jackson has played really well this year. He hasn't. But that would be the plan B, plan C. We're talking about, there's people giving us rumors about Fernando Mendoza, the Cuban Latino quarterback who's winning all the awards, one of the Heisman finalists, favorite to win, that we move up to get him. Maybe we'll get a lockdown corner. As the Dallas is in the hunt for the playoffs, we were hoping that maybe Dallas would fizzle out, and then we can maybe sneak in, and if we win the Super Bowl this year and Matthew Stafford rides out into the sunset, we could nab Dak Prescott for about 3 or 4 years. And, we'll see what happens. There's a lot to go. Maybe we'll get a lockdown corner, and we'll see what happens. Mr. Magnolia says, love that Glock 9. Appreciate it. Willie Bun says, Ellie, yeah, I'm sorry. How could I forget? Snap my face. Yes, the great Henry Eller, the original number 30. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, Willie Bowen. Yes, indeed. What's up, Rudy? How you doing, man? Appreciate you, Jacques42. AMS says, look for Puka's brother Samson coming out in the draft. He plays wide receiver. Yeah, Samson. Yeah, man, and they all give props to their father. They get close to tears because they dedicate their playing for their father. Samson. That'd be cool if we got them both. Willie Bun says, what's up? Yes, indeed. Love it. Let's see. Dominator 49 Nerd says this game is a win-win for the Niners. If the Rams win, it's not, though. If you're talking about the Rams Lions, Jacques42 says, hey, Willie, what's up? Yes, indeed. Yes, love it. Ducey Fago says, Rams need that win mañana. Yes, definitely. There's no more mishaps. We gave up the win against the Panthers. They deserved it. We had some freaky stuff happen. The ball bounced off of a helmet. Stafford had the ball stripped. Then he throws the one bad pass was the pick 6. The gunslinger right there. That's old Matthew Stafford, young Matthew Stafford. The one off of his helmet, that happens, and then they stripped him. He's trying to make a play. But still, we had a chance to pull it out, but we didn't, whatever. But the Panthers, it's weird how the Panthers are a different team at home. Like if they would have been playing at SoFi, that's a different story. But whatever. Well, you beat teams wherever you play. You should be able to beat teams. But yeah, our pass rush just could. They were like just about to nab him, and he'd get the ball off. And then on fourth down, we'd give up touchdowns, deep touchdowns. It'd be like 4th and 3, touchdown, deep pass, another 4th and whatever, 4th and short, another deep pass, a break down the secondary. Stupid plays, man. That's what I say. We can beat ourselves more than the other teams. They made the plays, but how do you give up? It's 4th and 3, and you give up a touchdown. AMS says, in Carolina, we win that game if Stafford doesn't fumble. Yeah, yep. But they did. They stripped him. You know, he was trying to make a play, but that's what happens when you're behind. You try to get it all back on every play. How many times is Tutu going to play or what? Yep, he's going to play. He's activated, so we'll see if he gets some activity. We'll see if they get some throws to him, but he is scheduled to play. Yep, Danny Berry Sports Highlights. Happy Saturday. What's up, everyone? How you doing, Danny Berry? Appreciate you. Go Rams. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Tampa Bay, man. Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield, man. I love you, brother, but man, come on now. They Tampa choked, hurt our draft position by losing. Yeah, man. I thought that game was over. Then they gave the ball back to him. Rams host, how you doing, man? Appreciate you. What's up, Rudy? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Ducey says, I actually want Stafford to stick around for a bit. Yeah. If we win the Super Bowl, which is the goal, I would love for him to come back because the Super Bowl's at SoFi next year, too. And he's got a lot of mo, like Mr. T said in Rocky 3. Hammer Time says, Niners going to lose to Tennessee. That would be hilarious, man. Maybe they'll pull the Panthers like we did, but Tennessee's a wreck. MS says, Rams have 81 million in cap space. Watch out. Yes, indeed, baby. I love it. CMD Carney, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you. Rams horns up. Joe says Tutu will play. That's the thing. He will play, or he is activated, but will he get the ball? Will he get playing time? I think he will. Love it, love it. Willie Bowen, yes indeed. Love it, love it. Ducey says Forbes needs to lock in this upcoming game. He definitely does, man. He definitely does. Oh, got you. If the I see where you're coming from. Yeah, that definitely is a win-win then. I didn't realize that. If the Lions lose, we likely secure a wild card spot. Oh, man, are you telling me that we're going to help the Niners? Okay. Well, listen, man, you guys beat us and you beat Seattle. As much as I hate to, a win is a win, as much as I hate to admit it, I blame the Seahawks because they gave you guys a first win. And then we came out sleepwalking, and then Mac Jones had a great game. Journeyman wide receiver. What the hell is his name? I forgot his name now. Shit, hold on. Kendrick Bourne. How can I forget a name like that? A household name. Had looked like Jerry Rice out there. They were backing off the receivers, giving Mac Jones throws over the middle. He was getting yak yards. But I think that for some reason our defensive coordinator Chris Shula forgot that they had time together in New England, so they had cohesiveness, and it was just like they never stopped playing with each other. So it's but they deserved the game. They won. That's all that counts, man. That's all that counts. Victor McNoy says my homeboy was born in Los Angeles, but he's a Raiders fan. Even has Raider tattoos on his chest. He's not a Rams fan. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. When the Raiders were in Los Angeles, we had okay. Let me just say it this way: in 1979, the Rams owner passed away. The year the Rams went to the Super Bowl against the Steelers, his wife took over the team. So for a long time in the 80s and especially in the 90s, she didn't make the great moves. She took over the team, and the Rams were in Anaheim. It was supposed to be like a temporary, from what I understand, venue while they put pressure on the LA Coliseum to make improvements, what they didn't want to do. But he passed away. She took over, And a lot of Rams teams, they got to the championship in the NFC championship in 85. In 83, got to the playoffs. She and the GM couldn't get over the hump until they got to St. Louis, where they had to sell tickets, and now they had to pay for players. They even traded Eric Dickerson while she was owner. The Raiders took advantage when she was the owner and came in Los Angeles, and then you had NWA in there, so they were very popular coming to Los Angeles at that time. But then they still went back after 14 years. So, yeah, that's what happened. But a lot of it is because the Rams owner passed away in 79. And then, a lot of those great Rams teams could have been better if we would have had that owner at the helm. Willie Bond says, Landman Young and Spates is going to give Golf Nightmares horns up. Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to Fisk getting in his face, pushing it up. Fisk and Colby Turner pushing it up the middle. Our guy Puna Ford too, stopping the run. Hopefully, Landman and all those guys, they got to watch out for that little quick running back, man, the running game. And then Golf, you gotta keep his passes. He likes to pass inside the numbers, and he'll try to go downfield with play action. Love it, love it, love it. Burrow says Seahawks need to lose on the real. Yeah, yep, we blew that game, and we let them catch back up. Dude says if Rams win, no matter if they lose out afterwards, they are in the playoffs. Yeah, so if we win this game, we secure a playoff spot. This is tough task for Old Man Rivers, but anything is possible. Yeah, he's practicing. You never know, man. You never know. It would be surprising if he right off the bat had a good game. I kind of wish that that he had a game under his belt, and then the next game after. But that is what it is. Let's see. Let's just relive some of Puka's great catches against the Detroit Lions real quick.
To communicate, Stafford underneath. Puka Nacua brought down. 37. He'll get it out quick to Nacua with blocking. Puka Nacua on the run. Inside the 20. To one. Stafford looks okay throwing it there. That is one shy of the first down. And Stafford going to try Nacua, who's open down the sideline. He's got it. Nacua inside the 10. Finishes the run with a touchdown. Williams is the running back. Stafford throws. Arm looks fine. Nacua got to bring him down. He's so good after the catch. Bring the pressure. And Stafford underneath the crusher is Nacua. They try very might be worth it. 3rd and 8. They bring pressure. They throw Nacua behind it. And Puka, big hit, but gets there.
The guy can do it. Listen, forget that I'm a Ram fan, that it's my favorite team, and I'm a big Puka fan. We were so lucky and fortunate, man. Tip of the cap to Les Snead doing it again, man. Imagine getting a Cooper Kupp, who's one of the all-time great Rams wide receivers, basically won the Super Bowl. It was a 2-man game at the end of that Super Bowl, Stafford to Puka. Stafford to Kupp, rather. One of the greatest seasons of a wide receiver ever. And Triple Crown winner. And then we go to Puka Nacua. The guy is just so amazing. And one of the great things about these receivers is they're not divas. Puka Nacua is a young dude. He likes social media. He got a little trouble for having the camera in the locker room, but he's a game maker. He learned from Cooper Kupp being a professional. He's a good kid. He's playing for his father in tribute to his father. He gives everything he has on the field. And then now he's learning under Davante Adams, learning different things. We're so blessed. And now Jordan Whittington, the same thing. The culture in Los Angeles is amazing. And so with Michon McVay, the we not me stuff, the culture. And I'm not just saying because I'm a Ram fan and rah. No, it's that's stuff that you notice, because believe me, as a Ram fan, we had Jeff Fisher here. I appreciate his defense always. The defensive guys that he drafts. The Laurinaitis, the Brockers, the Aaron Donalds, what's the linebacker? Ogletree. I mean, on and on and on. The great defenses. That was his thing. The offenses, we got Sam Bradford. We never gave Amendola was young. We never got Sam Bradford a number 1 receiver when he was in St. Louis with Jeff Fisher. He came and we drafted Jared Goff. Never helped him, get over the top. They didn't even bring in a great guy to work with them. And basically, people were saying that Jared Goff, well, you guys picked the wrong quarterback. You should have got Carson Wentz. Because remember, Carson Wentz was going to win an MVP before he got hurt against the Rams at the Coliseum. And then so Jared Goff was like, all intents and purposes, people were calling him a bust. And then Jeff Fisher got shown the door. And then Sean McVay came, and the rest is history with Jared Goff and the guys. Willie Bones says Kitchens will get an interception and fumble for the LA Rams defense. Love it, love it, love it. Big Puka. Jock says, I forgot about that game, SMH. I'm pissed. Yeah, Puka's going to be expensive. Yeah. And that's the one thing is, hold on, darn it. Something wrong with my mouse real quick. Hold on. Let me get back. That's the one thing. If a guy's going to be expensive, at least it's worth it. There's certain guys that you do pay. Also, too, he said that he wants to retire young, so hopefully we'll win a couple Super Bowls before he wants to retire. Yeah, you saw that? Hammer says, Rivers chubbed up a bit. He's looking like Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, man, he's making me feel like I go play quarterback right now. Hey, if Rivers can do it, I got a good arm, man, and I know our offense. I'll be like, look, hey, Sean gave us the, Bull 42, Ram 23, Lightning 26, quick on 2. Forget that, Puka. I'm gonna pump fake you to the inside shoulder. I'm gonna throw over your left shoulder, and Kyrene, watch number 42 right there, kind of blitz in. Just give me like 2 seconds. Oh man, we used to play pickup games and we used to mess around like that. I remember one time we were playing a pickup tackle game, and it was muddy. And one of my buddies got his hand stuck in one of the mesh jerseys. Those old school mesh jerseys with the big holes in it. It was an old Eric Dickerson jersey, and his finger was all bent. Oh. And the other guys on the field were talking smack to him. You're a P word. You're a kitty. This and that guy stupid talk on the field. He goes on the sidelines, and my buddy Alex. I go, Alex, and I play quarterback on the other team. And I go, Alex, come on, man. Come on. Don't let it. Come on. I won't throw the ball hard. And so we play, 2 Mississippi or 3 Mississippi. And then you rush in, depending on how many people you have. So tackle football. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Now you can run in, right? So they're coming at me. They're blitzing me. So I got to get rid of the ball. And a quarterback can't run. You can't run past the line of scrimmage. So they're blitzing me. So I forget. And he's crossing. Boom. He caught it. And they're trying to grab him down. And I remember him trying to basically slapping at the guys with his broken finger on his hand. And he's going, and he has the ball in this hand. Oh, the good old days, man. The good old days. No, I know that's just our pickup game, but when you're on the field, man, you be like, man, you know what? You're open, back shoulder fade. You're open. It's going to go over your left shoulder to the cone. Willie Bowen says, I pray that Jordan Whittington and Xavier Smith will get their first reception TD in this game. Horns up. Yes, indeed. From your lips to God's ears. Yes, indeed. CMD says, no dirty Kirby. It's Joseph Karma. Yeah. The hit on Higbee, man. And then Higbee's out. I was looking for that did they say that Higbee was out for the season? Because I saw somebody say that Higbee's out for the season. I haven't heard that. I know he's out and until they say. Let me see. I haven't heard that. Now that you bring up that Kirby guy. Okay, so what it is he's on IR with the ankle injury, basically ending his regular season. So that's what I heard. And then he can be back for the playoffs. Unfortunately for Higbee, he's been so unlucky with the injuries. Puka on his third year. Yep. Is he on his third year already? Yeah, right? Everything's a blur. Yeah, he came in 2023, his third year. Yep. It's going to be expensive. Ducey says they need to keep Poona Ford. He's great. Yeah, I love Poona Ford, man. He's got a great attitude. Listen, he's kind of said it in not so many terms, but he sees a difference in the Los Angeles. He wasn't there with Harbaugh, but in the two Los Angeles teams with this coaching staff and head coach and every Les Snead and the players and the coaching and all that, he wasn't there with Harbaugh. But the Chargers have struggled, and that's what that is. But yep, roster moves. The guided missile activated from the practice squad. Safety Tanner Ingle activated from the reserve, injured reserve wide receiver Tutu Atwell. But yeah, the guided missile, baby, guided missile. We'll see if he gets some. He can spear some dudes tomorrow. Let's see. I'm ready for the game, baby. I'm ready for the game. What are you guys gonna grub while you're watching the game? What's on the menu? 125 kickoff. What's on the menu? What are you guys thinking about? I usually, for morning games, I sometimes I do IHOP or go to McDonald's. You can do anything for the afternoon games. What do you guys rep? What are you guys gonna grub tomorrow? Get an idea. I'm going to show you some clips right now. I'm just queuing these up. I talked about the Rams are rebuilding their fan base. The Rams were out of Los Angeles for over 20 years. Okay, a lot of old school Rams, OG Ram fans that saw Roman Gabriel, the fearsome foursome, have passed away. Their family members, there's a big contingent of Raiders, 49er fans, Bills fans. It's a melting pot of different teams. Eagle fans, different teams, not even from Southern California, in Los Angeles, in Southern California and California. And so now that the Rams are back, they've been really heavy into the community, into minority and black business owned relationships in black business owned and minority owned businesses in Los Angeles and Southern California. And so that's important for the fan base, and also to just show good faith and goodwill towards your SoCal brethren. And then but also in the kids school, grammar school, high schools, girls flag football, all that stuff. It's really amazing. We'll get to you guys food right now, but yeah, tell me what you guys can eat tomorrow. So let me just show you guys real quick. So the Rams in the community, especially this time of year, they're giving back. The Rams rookie community tour. So the rookies go and recapping the fast few months for our rookies giving back. So right now they're doing stuff with the rookie. The rookies go in there, and sometimes the veterans do too, go with them too. For Thanksgiving, they're doing turkey drives, giving turkey, giving stuff. Right now they're doing reading books. Puka Nakua's reading books in high school, or the kids schools. What is it called? Grade school. So let me just give you guys a quick clip. I just want to show you guys some stuff that you don't see a lot of shows, but it's important to me because I want you guys to know what the Rams are doing for the community. Okay, here we go. Anyway, the are giving back. Coloring, amazing stuff to go back, and these kids will. Hey, you're a professional football player, or hey, my dad's a Ram fan, or hey, I like the Rams. They have the Make-A-Wish Foundation. All that stuff. They got gear and stuff, and so that's what helps build the community. And so, and rebuild the Rams fan base. And then you got Puka Nacua here, reading stories in grade school.
Hello.
And that's the great Puka Nacua. Cooper Nacua.
Puka's a kid at
and
heart.
So imagine
that's
that.
Why he's
man.
always
so,
happy,
that's just,
smiling, goofy.
Amazing.
And I loved that he was participating,
this
trying to sing because he doesn't speak Samoan at all.
In
so as he was trying to sing some of the songs.
Thank you, great Laume. Tomorrow I will bring my friends Sia, Fetu, and Little Head.
They're
playing this. Oh, big time.
Going back to the 70s was very strong. So I just wanted to bring that to you. With the Rams community, Rams are doing stuff. They're doing their part. So I love it. They have the girls cheerleading. They do a bunch of things for the community and the kids, and also the community at whole. Willie Bowen says nobody talks bad about my LA Rams. Love it, love it, love it. Tutu train is back. Yes, indeed. Tutu Kachu. Easy dominated 49. Puka on his way to get 35-40 million. God damn, imagine. Crazy. Okay, here we go. Here's the good stuff. All right. CMD Carney says barbecue wings. Love it, man. Love it. There you go. I'm still deciding what I'm going to get, man. I'm still deciding what I'm going to get. Where's my clap at? Where's my clap? There we go. Barbecue wings. Love it, love it, love it. Burrow says buffalo wings and garlic bread. Okay, wings are on the menu tonight. Love it. Pizza always works too, man. Pizza and wings. I don't know what I'm going to have. Making myself hungry because I haven't ate dinner. Let's see. Hold on. There you go. Willie Bowen says, I'm biased towards Rally Checkers, Bod's Big Boy, and A&W. God bless you with A&W. All of those. We have an A&W not too far from us, Willie. Bod's Big Boy, I miss the breakfast, man. They used to have back in the 90s, back in my day, they used to have the breakfast buffet at Bod's Big Boy. But yeah, Bod's Big Boy is always good. Never been to a Rally's. I see them. We pass by them all the time. I got to try that. I'm biased. But yeah, great menu there. Love it, Willie. Hammer Time says lion tenders with hot sauce. Love it. Lion tenders and spit out the mane. These fuckers gaining fans. This is a good look. Yeah, man. Listen, the Rams already set a SoFi record in the Seattle game for 75,000 plus. They're in the top 6 in NFL attendance worldwide. Matter of fact, the Rams, give or take a game or two, like the Niner, it's full of Niner fans, SoCal Niner fans, a lot of, unfortunately, Ram fans, season ticket holders sell the tickets, the season tickets to make way for the playoffs. Hopefully they make the playoffs, the championship game or the Super Bowl, or pay off their season tickets. It happens. I'm just telling you. Not a good reason. I don't like it, but it is honestly true. Because all them Ram fans that they were at Seattle, they should be in the Niner game. But anyway, we'll get off of that for a second. Give or take a game or two, the Rams are leading the whole NFC West in fan attendance in average. Just so you guys know, look it up. 2025 NFL attendance leaders. And the Los Angeles, it'll say two teams. Los Angeles Rams. It'll say Los Angeles, and you click on it, that's the Rams. That's the top team in the top 6. And then the Chargers are in the top 12. Something like that. The other Los Angeles team. Yes, God bless you, Willie Bowen. Wendy's too. Yes, indeed. Listen, you got to tip your hat to the double what is it? What do they call they got the square patty. I want to say Carl, but that's Carl's Jr. The double Tom or whatever they call it. Anyway, the double burger with lettuce and tomato, and then the chili and cheese. Dude says can't go wrong with the burger either. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Dude says agreed. If Rams win this upcoming Super Bowl, they will get even more fans. Yeah, you just got to keep winning. You got to prove that you're the team that you're willing to spend your money on and your time on, and your feelings. Your feelings. Are they going to let you down? Also, too, there's teams that, you know what? I'm a Denver Bronco fan, but you know what? The local team is the Rams. No, I like them. I went to a game. That'll be my other team. And then all of a sudden, that's their main team because that's the local team. That's the way it works. Luis Moreno says, Rudy, I think a main reason why Rams need lead attendance is because the stadium holds more than stadiums and many teams, opposing teams fans. Well, yeah, there's certain games. I'm going to give you that. There's certain games like the Niner game. It's mostly red. Again, because of not Ram fans or selling tickets. There's certain games that there's a lot of other fans, but average the Rams have led the league since they came to, except for 1 year, the first year. They've outdrawn each team in the NFC West for the 9 straight years. Plus, it helps that the stadium is bigger, but still, that's amazing. And they're not even at the top of their game when it comes to rebuilding the fan base. So amazing, man. But I do understand what you're saying. There are certain games where there's a lot of fans, especially the Niner game. That's one game. But if you go like the Seahawks game, that's a rival, and the Rams, it was 70-80% Rams. Saga says, Rudy, I think a main reason why Rams lead attendance is because the stadium holds more than most stadiums and many opposing team fans. Yep. Oh, that I read. Yeah, you guys had this. See, Luis and Stockton with the same thing, with the same comment. That's funny. Yeah, for sure. But like I said, there's a lot of games where it's mostly Rams. But yes, double stack is one. But here I'll tell you right now. Hold on. My main point is it's amazing that the Rams are up there in attendance. You look at the Eagles, you look at all the great teams, even outdrawing Dallas. And for whatever reason, all they count is the turnstiles. All they count is the turnstiles, and that's how they do it. Dave's double. See, now you guys got me hungry now. Look, let me show you. Hold on. I can't believe I forgot what it's called. Because in the app, everything's it's done for you. It's done for you. Hold on. There it is. See, Dave's double. Look at that puppy, boy. There's the double stack. Was like if you want to save money, you get the double stack, and then you can also in the app add lettuce and tomato. But it don't look like that. The Dave's double, baby. But the Dave's single, if you're gonna get the chili with the fries, that's plenty. That's plenty of food. But yeah, so there you go. But yeah, you gotta tip your hat to the Dave's double. Even the Dave's single is a lot of food. It's really good. Kelly Ram prize winning tip and Lion's blood salsa tortillas and ice cold Modelo El Rey de Barbecue. Love it, man. Appreciate you, Kelly Ram. Love it. RS says, did you see the Rams Cups at Carl's Jr.? Oh, no, I didn't. Let's look. God bless you. Let's see. Proud partner of the Rams from that's old. Hold on. 2022. Hold on. Are they old ones or are they new ones? Oh, we go. I think I just saw it. Hold on. Those are perfect, man. Listen, those cups are perfect when you just want to you want to pour a big cup. It's a Rams cup. You wash them really easy. I use those for my cereal. I use this for my cereal, man. You're in a hurry. You're gonna watch something, and you don't want to spill it, or you don't want to be at a table. You get one of these cups. I'll show you right now. Hold on. Check this out. Here we go. There you go, baby. Props to my guy. Hold on. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? There he goes. Props to my guy OG Nam 213. There it is, baby. Is that the one? But yeah, see those kind of cups like that. Those are perfect for cereal, man. And I'm gonna tell you my cereal. So picture that cup, and you're in a hurry. You're watching something, or you're on the go in your car. You put the cereal. Now, if you have mini frosted wheats, put that in the bottom. If you have like Lucky Charms or Captain Crunch, put that on the top. Maybe a slice of some bananas, maybe about a little more than 3/4. Now put some milk, not a whole lot, just enough to get everything wet. Beautiful. If you're sitting in front of the TV eating a quick breakfast like that. But yep, or 2 a.m. Yeah, that's a badass. Thank you for telling me. I'm gonna check that out. It's got the Christmas stuff. Love it, love it, love it. There it is. That's awesome. AMS says, if Aaron Donald is watching, come on back, brother. Yeah, there's more rumors. They're coming. They're coming. Yep. Wendy's equals Dave's. Yes, indeed. The Baconator. Woo. Yes. You can't go wrong with the Baconator. For a while, they had the son of Baconator in the app for $3. Crazy. Stockton says, Rudy, why haven't you had dinner yet? It's 10 p.m. Yeah, I got home late and I had to pick up a few things on the way home. I always do that. Willie Bond says, LA Rams is going to ram it to the Detroit Lions. Yes, indeed. My guy Muster It, good to see you, Rudy. And Ramirez, Rams got this game tomorrow. Yes, indeed. We owe them a belt to the, not just win the game, Muster It. We owe them a belt to the ass. Because, man, we won the first game between our teams. We won the first game between our teams. And between Stafford and Goff after they were traded. And then we lost one game in overtime. And then we lost one by field goal. And so we owe them, but also we want to put them out of their misery. That it's going to be, if we can beat them tomorrow, which I believe we are, that'll be hard. That'll be tough for them to overcome it, to make the playoffs. But yeah, we owe them. And plus we're at SoFi. We got to start whipping some ass now. No more messing around like the Panthers game. Give me your guys' scores for tomorrow. I'm going to put an updated score. I put a score yesterday, I think, on my last live. I'm going to put this here again. I think it's the same score, but if it's not, it's fine. It's what I'm thinking now. I'm going to go with Rams 33, Lions 23. Oops, I can't even spell it. Lions. The Lions. Hold on, that's horrible. I can't even erase it. Isn't that stupid that I can't erase it? Anyway, you guys know. Lions 23 with a late field goal, maybe a late touchdown in garbage time. CMD says, yo, love rally fries, best in the biz. I got to try it. You got to tip your hat to also to The fries for Charlie's are really good. The cheese fries. Burrow says, woohoo! Rams 47, Lions 24. Love it. Yeah, give me your scores in the chat, and also let's get into the game trailer. Oops, hold on.
No Super Bowl for you. But I was just asking, what's today's suit? No Super Bowl for you. Next.
Oops, it was a reflex. All right, hold on. Where are you, it? Where are you, it? There we go.
Stafford has it, drills one, caught! Touchdown LA! Up to the end zone! Oh, he does it again! The Lions touchdown! 60 minutes, our brand of football, whatever it takes, let's go!
That's what it's going to take, man. We got to start putting together four good quarters, man. Defense and offense, special teams. We got to start doing it, man. Willie Bone says Rams 35, Lions 17. Love that. I want to be able Stafford to be sitting his ass on the bench with Puka Nacua and the starting guys. Put Jimmy Garoppolo in there. I want to see Jarquez Hunter, which they never activate him, go off. Use that speed. But yeah, I get Terrence Ferguson off. There's only one ball. We got so many weapons, but yeah, I would love for Stafford to take a rest and get ready for the Seahawks in a blowout. Monster says Rams 37, Lions 17, win it all. Love it, love it, love it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Damn it, sorry. Hold on, here we go. One Cali Ram says Rams in a blowout, 42-21. Love it. I would love that. Hammer Time says Rams 32. Lions 17. Kyron Williams 120 yards. Gibbs 74. Yeah, Gibbs is gonna be crazy, man. We played good against the great running backs, that we've played against so far, and that's all we got to do is corral them. CMD says halftime Rams 45, Lions 0, and second half Lions forfeit and go. They bench golf at halftime. That'd be funny, man. We owe them though. We really do. We owe them. And listen. I think the Rams gonna win going away. I think at least by 10. It'll be a close game here and there. They're gonna make plays, I think the Rams they're just too good, man, and they understand. They understand that they got to start getting it in gear now. One car says Jimmy G 47. Love it. Stalker says if you can only choose one win against Lions or Seattle, who you pick? Woo! I got to pick Seattle. That's a great question. We got to have Seattle. Because let's say that we lost this game against the Lions, the Seattle goes up the 1, right, ahead of us. But then if we beat Seattle, now we swept them and we have the same record. And now, we leapfrog them. So I'd have to go with Seattle. Love it. Love it. Yes, indeed. One Kelly Brown says, our land shark smells blood. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. The defense has to do their thing, man. They got to do their thing. Because we hear a lot of smack talk of Lion fans, man. Lion fans talking all kinds of smack. That they beat us last 2 times and they're going to get right against us. Man, get out of here. Let's listen to our guy, Sean, maybe talking about Puka Nacua named NFC Player of the Week.
We've talked so much over the years about Puka since he arrived. First time he's had 2 touchdowns in a game. This was his first one.
Well, this is unbelievable. I mean, great throw and catch. You know, just running a seam right here. They're trying to overlap with their corner, kind of midpoint thirds player, and you know, the throw is too good. The actual protection is outstanding, and then just great job, strong hands, and you know, once he gets near the end zone, he's close. It's a good little spin right there. He got excited, and I just love how excited these guys get celebrating each other's successes. It's protection, it's coverage recognition, it's timing by Matthew. I mean, he basically handed it off to him, and those 2 guys were in fuego the other day.
Yep. There's a guy, Sean McVay. Mr. Giles says, hello, Rudy and Stockton. How do we win the West and first seed? We just got to keep putting W's on the board, man. We got to beat Seattle for sure. We got to win tomorrow. We just keep putting W's. Wayne Cross says, is Jimmy Stockton? Yeah, it comes up. For some reason, it changed. A lot of I'm looking at a lot of your names, and they got extra stuff on them. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to try and figure that out. If you guys don't care, it's got extra stuff on it, but yeah. And he said he didn't. Stockton didn't change it. It's weird. I didn't change it. I don't have access to change that. Willie Bowen says, LA Rams has a Lombardi trophy. Detroit has 0. Yes, indeed. Multiple Lombardis and NFL championships. CMD Carney says, I've been watching a lot of Lions podcasts. Most are picking Rams and worried. Plus, they've been giving Stafford love. Love it. Yeah, for me, it's just mostly the the Lions fans on Twitter. But yeah, they understand. They listen. They hate to admit it, but they know how great Stafford is, man. They know how great he is, and he's like a fine wine right now. The guy is playing some of his best football, even from his Super Bowl year, which is amazing for us. BC says that Stafford has won more playoff games in 4 years with the Rams, 5 than the Lions have in their entire history. Yeah, and it's crazy. Imagine if Matthew Stafford went to a team like with Sean McVay and as a rookie. It just sucks, man. Some guys, imagine, okay, let's say it this way. Imagine Steve Young never left Tampa Bay, right? That Matthew Stafford basically was in that situation with Detroit all those years, man. So all the great games, singular games, the Calvin Johnson years. For a little while, they had my USC running back. The hell's his name? Hold on. Reggie Bush for a little bit. Here and there, good defenses. Not the whole package. And but yeah, man. But bad management, bad coaching. But imagine if Stafford started off with a good situation, like Mahomes' situation with Andy Reid. Howard Tyson says, first season I can remember, we're number 1 seed. Finally, some respect. Dang it. Yes, indeed. Let's effing go. Love it. Yeah, exactly right. Remember, we kept talking in the last couple of years. We got to start out faster. We put ourselves in a hole. Now we got to start out faster. And we still even gave up a couple of games with the kicking issues. And we're still right there, man. So, and then we gave up a couple of games with the kicking issues. And then we gave up a game against the Panthers and was still the top seed. But still, we got off to a better start. And remember earlier in the year, we were talking about Matthew Stafford's back, and we were worried about it. God bless the immortal Silver Coop. And it wasn't just for him, but it did help him. Other players used it. I'm looking for it. Hold on. Other players used it. Hold on. That machine that they put Stafford in. It's just a big trailer. And I've showed this before earlier when during the off season when he was using it. And It's got a bunch of different things that they use inside it, man. But it seems to have worked. And I remember my guy Stockton was like, "Oh man, he was worried." I go, "Nah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine." But yeah, they sit you on this thing inside there, and the lights and the vibration and the rest, and it's weird, man. It's some kind of magic. I don't know. But yeah, God bless that, man. Yes, indeed. BC says the Rams were number one in 1999 too. God bless you. I forgot about that. That doesn't surprise me with those Greatest Show and Turf Rams. Ducey says Rams started off pretty good this year. I got to keep it up. Yep. And it was good too that we really haven't peaked. Right, we're getting our secondary together. The offense looks good, and they didn't keep firing off centers against Seattle. That gives us something to shoot for. We're peaking. We're not all the way there yet. We're not a fully final polished product yet. Stockton says, Rudy, who was better, Flipper Anderson or Isaac Bruce? Isaac Bruce. Flipper Anderson was like a complimentary player, basically like I'll say it this way, using two great players from the Niners when the Niners were the Niners. Flipper Anderson was basically John Taylor to Henry Ellard because they played at the same time. Henry Ellard was the main guy, and Flipper was the game breaker, and also was able to eat because Henry Ellard was getting a lot of the attention. But yeah, Flipper Anderson was one of the great wide receivers. I left him out too. I didn't mean to. I left him and Henry Ellard out when I was talking about the great. There's just so many. But yeah, he was a game breaker, man. Flipper Anderson was a game breaker. He was just as good, but Isaac Bruce is more all around player and a better route runner. But really good, amazing. Matter of fact, do I have that clip of Flipper Anderson burning Deion Sanders? Let's see. Just to give you a little taste. Mm-hmm. Damn, I think I might have deleted it. Darn it. Damn. Damn, I must have deleted it. Shoot, I should have put it in a folder. I gotta put these in folders so I have them at my fingertips. Damn. Sorry about that. I thought I still had it. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Dang it. CMD Carney says, who's host? The Rams house. Yes, indeed, baby. Rams house. Yes, indeed. Really Bowen says, Rams matching in Bel Air, California. Carney. Love it. When Cameron says, Isaac helped Flipper. Yes, indeed, for sure. Yep. Deuce Farkas, Flipper still has that record for yards, right? Yeah, 336 yards against the Saints. Mr. John says, Rudy, what's your thoughts on the first round pick we got from Atlanta? I love it. It would have been nice if the Bucks could have beat them, and we would be even lower. We're within the top 10 right now, I believe. I think we're 9th pick right now, I think. Stockton says, how about Jim Everett or Warner? Forgive me. Love them both, right? I'll say it like this. Jim Everett is like Stafford, meaning if you keep him clean, he will kill you. Kurt Warner, the great story, great quarterback, one of the all-time greats, one MVP. Jim Everett never had an all-around team like that. If instead of Greg Bell and the 89 championship team, if you put Eric Dickerson in there, that's different. I'll say it like this. If you put Jim Everett on the greatest show on turf Rams, we win multiple Super Bowls. That's how much I think I would see Jim Everett. Remember the last game? Matthew Stafford had like 13 passes in a row. He was hot, right? Jim Everett would do that, and sometimes even up to 18 passes in a row and deep posts. It's hard to air us and stuff, but I'll say this. If Jim Everett had the greatest show on turf Rams where he can just hand the ball off to Marshall Faulk or throw it to him, and we had that offensive line that Jim Everett had and the good defense, we win more than one Super Bowl, most likely, in my opinion, because we left rings on the table. So I'll say it like that. They're both great. Warner's a Hall of Famer. Jim Everett's not, because they didn't have enough great teams with the Rams, and then he went to the Saints and never was able to get a good team around him after that. But he led the league in touchdowns. He would always split with Joe Montana. But yeah, that's a great question. But yeah, I really truly believe that Jim Everett had a greatest show on turf team. We win more than one Super Bowl, and he had a great. The thing about him too is he would light up Bill Belichick's New York Giants. So the Spygate thing that Jim Everett, that Kurt Warner threw that pick six, and we lost that where we were 18-point favorites or whatever it was, the 2001 Super Bowl. Jim Everett probably wins that because he owned Bill Belichick. He was like 5-2 against Bill Belichick as defensive coordinator. They're just some quarterbacks, they just, they go off on you. One car says, I love the way Flipper and Isaac ran together. Yep. Yeah. Flipper was just a guy that was such a deep, Isaac Bruce can go deep too, like in the Super Bowl, when the game-winning catch, drafted 1994 by the LA Rams. Flipper Anderson could do that too. And then later on in his career with the 336, he could do other routes too. But as far as pure route running ability, Isaac Bruce was ahead of him. But Flipper was no slouch. He's one of the all-time great receivers. BC says, where does Jim Everett rank among the QBs that haven't won a Super Bowl? Because basically Jim Everett had 4 years of playoff ball. I think it was, and then the team started to be dismantled, retire, all that, and then he got traded to the Saints, and then later on he finished his career, and then he got hurt with the Chargers. Jim Everett is the all-time Rams passing leader, though, of all the quarterbacks. I think that I think that he still is. I don't think Stafford's got him yet. Let's see. I think he still is the all-time passing leader. Let's see. Yep, he is. Here we go. Let's look at it. Here we go. Jim Everett has the most career passing yards Rams, 23,758. Hold on. How do I get rid of this damn thing here? Here we go. Hold on. Sorry. That. There we go. There we go. Let's look on this side. Okay. All right. Here we go. Jim Everett. 23,758. Mark Hughes Bulger, 20. I didn't realize that Bulger had that many yards. 22,814. Roman Gabriel, former NFL MVP, 22,223. Jared Goff, 18,000. Matthew Stafford, 18,000. It seems like Matthew Stafford's creeping up there. Norm Van Brocklin, Kurt Warner, 14. Bob Waterfield, 11. Ferragamo. The great Tony Banks. And then so on and so forth. But yep, there you go. Jim Everett still leads. I would say, looking at this here, Matthew Stafford plays a couple more seasons. If Matthew Stafford plays a couple more seasons, he can catch him. There you go. CMD Carney says, Kurt Warner said Stafford is the, yep, he did. Kurt Warner, really humble guy. Love Kurt Warner. Yeah, he said that Matthew Stafford is the greatest Ram. Very humble guy to say that. Willie Bunn says, Billy Waddy, Henry Allard were great wide receivers combo for the LA Rams too. Billy Waddy and Henry Allard, both were number 80. And Billy Waddy and Preston Dennard were in the Super Bowl team in '79. Henry Allard was partnered with Flipper Anderson. And let me see. Hold on. And then Billy Waddy was still there. Great comment, Willie. Billy Waddy played with the Rams. Yeah, Allard came in at 83. Billy Waddy was still there. So great comment. I forgot that they were there at the same time for a while. Yes, indeed, Allard. Love it, love it, love it. He should be in the Hall of Fame, Henry Allard. Ducey says, Carney, I would lean more Stafford. Warner tends to lean Carter. Yeah, well, because they live in Arizona. The bad blood with Mike Martz and the guys early when they let him go. But he loves the Rams for giving him a start in the players. And also, too, he said because the Rams went to L.A., he feels more kinship towards Arizona because he didn't play in L.A., but he still loves his Rams. Ryan Smith says, it's a hyperbolic chamber, Rudy. Yep. When Crowd says, do you think Raheem comes back to the Ramelia? I don't think they're going to fire him. I think they'll give him another year. CMD says, Kurt Warner also said Stafford has better arm talent than him. He can make throws Warner could only dream of. Yeah, the arm angle is crazy, man. We're so lucky. Ducey says, I'm okay with Morris coming back. Yeah, because Chris Shula most likely is going to get a head coaching job. Howard says, I'll never forget the Everett and Rome interview. Yep. Raheem will probably stay in Atlanta. That's what I think too. Stocker says Jim never mentioned when the SoCal experts are talking about. Yeah, it's because the great Rams teams, the '89 championship game, the Rams lost 30-3, and that's when they show him sacking himself, going down. But in the two wars before that, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants, and then they took the lead against the Niners. But yeah, it's just because right after that, he never got a chance to. I mean, the next year after they lost the championship game in the Niners were undefeated, and the Rams went into Candlestick and they beat the Niners. They gave the Niners their first loss. So he kind of avenged the NFC championship game, which it's only a regular season game, but nobody ever mentions that. One guy says, she that shall remain nameless ruin his career. Yeah. Yep. Joe says, I'm back. Appreciate it, Joe. Yeah, man. If Carroll Rosenblum was the owner still, instead of passing away in 1979, a lot of things would have been different, man. He had the Rams going in the right way. The year he went to the year he passed, the Rams were playing Steelers in the Super Bowl. And here's what we're talking about: Joe Burrow to the Rams. This is what we're seeing all over social media. Oh man, McVay paired Burrow would be one of the best head coaching QB duos in history, with potential wins multiple Super Bowls together. LA Matthew Stafford may retire this offseason. They have Atlanta's pick. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that, man? I'm just worried about his health, man. Burrow. Oh man, I love it. All right, guys, let's just get to the keys of the games real quick. And okay, so the keys of the game: the Rams score 7. Don't turn the ball over. Don't put the ball on the carpet. On defense, watch Gibbs. Don't let him get big plays. Get Goff 3rd and long. Get in his face. Hit him. Get closer to the receivers. If it's 3rd and 8, switch up your defense. Don't give him a 10 yards leeway so he can pass the ball underneath. He throws well inside the numbers, and then he'll try to do a play action and throw it deep. But just be physical. As long as we do play our game, be physical. Limit the runs. They're going to get some of theirs. They're going to make some plays. Their wide receiver, Amon-Ra, is going to do his thing. But as long as we're doing our thing, we should be fine. I think we're going to win by at least 10 points. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. Love each and one of you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see if I can come on tomorrow. If not, we'll see for Victory Monday. Keep an eye on the alerts. All right. I love each and one of you guys. Hold on one second. One guy says the new Hollywood Joe. It's funny how delayed my chat is. Mr. Joe says, "Yo, Joe, to the Rams would be crazy. That would be crazy." Lucy says, "I'm not mad at Burrow, but I want more Stafford." Yes, me too. He's got a lot in the tank. I'd rather have Stafford than Burrow, honestly, for right now. Dr. Rudy's going to make a late night Taco Bell run more tomorrow. See what he says. Live it and believe me, Burrow is too injury prone. He's missed more games. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. The talent's there. Yep. No dinks, no dunks, pressure all day. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. Love each one of you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Rams are going to win at least by 10. Jimmy Garoppolo is warming up in the 4th quarter. Hopefully he'll play. And Stafford can sit on the bench and relax. So can Puka, hopefully. As we always say, may the Ramili be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. Look for the alerts. I'm going to see if I